Welcome back to Learn with Sam and Ash. I'm Sam.
And I'm Ash. This is like old school.
Exactly. And definitely I'm after a long time coming on this channel.
That was my dialogue, by the way. I wanted you guys to look at his face because he's joining us after a very long time,
Yes,
I guess.
I wasn't feeling well actually.
Yeah, he was not.
Right.
Anyway, so what are we doing here, Sam? What are we trying to accomplish through this video?
I think we have a test. I think you know the IELTS Speaking Test.
Yes. So this is the video where we're going to help you guys with another IELTS speaking test, and we have tried to collect very difficult questions that will give you an idea of how IELTS test can get. Right? How tricky they can get.
Talking about speaking, it reminds me as that most of us can read properly, write properly, but speaking altogether is a different animal. It's really difficult for us to speak fluently and properly.
Surprisingly, you asked me, but I have an amazing solution for you guys. We have an application called as Cambly, which is way too famous. I think everybody's using it. And it's the only app in India where you actually can find one-to-one speaking sessions with native speakers from UK, US and Australia.
Yeah, Canada as well.
Right.
Exactly.
And guys, also remember, if you are somebody who's not just for IELTS, this video will be helpful for everybody who's trying to learn English.
Exactly.
Because we have amazing topics and you can listen to the answers and
True.
practice with us. Right?
So Ash, let's begin the test.
All right. This is part 1 of your speaking test.
All right.
We're going to talk about hometown. Can you tell me something about your hometown?
My hometown is in the north part of India, near Agra. It's a village called Gadmukha. It's a beautiful place if you think about agriculture perspective, trees and plants perspective. The roads are also better than in my past. It's a great place to live, I would say.
How has your hometown changed over the years?
Like I said earlier, we used to be worried because it's monsoon. Many vehicles used to get stuck in the water, and there were a lot of puddles and all. The roads were not to the mark, but recently they have changed it, and even the houses they have become much better. So I would say it has developed a lot in recent time.
Is there any way your hometown could be made better?
Yes, I would say. There should be more cultural events there. I haven't seen any yet. They used to be in past, but in recent 5 years, I haven't heard many events there because of people getting into their head, that they are fighting with each other. If more cultural events are organized, I would say things will change. People will come closer to each other.
Are there good transportation links to your hometown?
Yes. If you connect with the city, we have a main road that within 20 minutes you can come to my hometown. So roads and connecting roads, I would say, are better. In a way, it is getting better, but there are things that can become better. I mean, for the future.
What kind of jobs do the people in your hometown do?
Mainly, they are farmers. And so this is all about agriculture. There are people who are into the field of let's say who are mechanics and all. So they are hardworking people, but mainly into farming. Some people own tractors so they can rent it to small farmers, but more or less they all are doing the same thing.
Do you have a lot of friends?
Not in my hometown, if you ask, but in my school I used to have. From my college I remember 1 or 2 only. Right now I would say very few. Very few.
Who's your best friend and why?
My best friend is actually my wife herself, and she listens to me. She talks about if I'm feeling bad, she helps me out. And hence I don't have many friends who I can share my talks with, but yeah, my wife is my best friend.
Who would you most like to be friends with and why?
If you're asking from different perspective from the previous question, I would say I have a cousin named Anuj. He, I would say, is also my best friend in a way. I share everything with him too, apart from what I share with my other loved ones. He is a great person. He listens and then he reacts to it appropriately. He helps me a lot in my bad situation and bad times.
What kind of person can you make friends with easily?
Honesty is the quality that I always look for. However, there are other things involved, but honesty is the most important. I would say primarily I'm looking for honesty in a person. Moreover, I like outgoing people because I'm not outgoing. So I want someone to pull me out and when I'm feeling down.
Which is more important to you, family or friends?
Definitely family, because I don't have many friends. Family is my friend in a way. Like I said, family is something that always keeps you binded, always keeps you motivated, and helps you in your sad times.
All right. That's all for part 1. We'll talk about part 2 now. This is your cue card.
Thank you.
And you have 1 minute to prepare your answer for the same, and then you'll speak for 2 minutes. Your time starts now.
All right.
You can start. I'll start your timer now.
Sure.
2 minutes. Go ahead.
I always kept myself in the category of an artist because I love drawing, I do shading, I do painting and everything. When I was a kid, I drew multiple pictures which were which are showcased in my school gallery and all. So since my childhood, I have been fascinated by a person called Leonardo da Vinci, who himself was one of the best painter ever known in the history of humankind. So there is this one painting he drew, or one thing he drew. It was like which has become sensation. I think everyone knows about it. It's called Mona Lisa. And the reason I want to have not of course the same painting, I cannot have it. I want a copy of that painting of Mona Lisa, is because of its mystery. Right. I visited Paris. I saw the real painting, and it was fascinating. It was mesmerizing, I would say, because it's pretty small. Pretty small. The way we think about it is not, but it makes you think, like, what is it about? If you think about it, this painting could be of a wife of a business person. It is speculated that, researchers say that. And also some people say that this is a self-portrait of Leonardo da Vinci, the painter himself, that he drew himself as a woman to hide his identity. We never know, but this person actually is a deception, let's say an artist or in deception. He creates great art. So this particular painting itself, apart from other paintings such as the Last Supper or the Lady and the Army, there are multiple paintings which are famous, but Mona Lisa actually grabs the most attention. I want to keep it in my room or my house because it reminds me of that artist and reminds me of the struggle and the passion he put in this painting. And I could also do the same thing in my field. I'm not saying I'll become a painter or something, but at least I can do justice.
2 minutes are up.
All right, thank you.
So if you are somebody who struggles with speaking confidently and you want somebody who can actually help you without judgments, then Cambly would be a solution for that.
Definitely.
And of course us as well, right?
Right. And they, they have different types of Englishes there. Like you have multiple courses for business English. They have for IELTS. They have for people who are just looking to enhance their English. Multiple courses, personality development. Yes.
Correct.
And I feel they have great tutors who have a good support, and they actually enhance your English and they remove your weakness without any judgment, because
really
the tutors have a good support. Yes.
That's really important when it comes to learning something. We need an environment like
Exactly.
that.
And in the end, you can have a look at how the speaking works. In the end, with Ash, we'll have one tutor, native speaker.
If you could do that.
Ash, you will do that. All right. Thank you.
So towards the end of the video, I'll quickly have a chat with one of the tutors on Cambly.
And we'll show you that as well.
Yes, we'll record it and show it to you. And we really want you to watch this video towards the end. All right. Let's move on to part 3. The question first is, how do people in your country feel about art?
I feel we are coming closer to art earlier. And if you think about art in the sense painting and all, then yes, we have multiple people who are multiple artists that are coming from India these days. So yes, people are becoming art lovers, not like earlier.
Do people in your country prefer music over art?
I can say that yes, music is loved by almost everyone. Of course, genres change, but definitely music is loved by most people. It could be fast, slow, rock music, or classical music. But people use it on various occasions. Let it be birthday or marriages, or let's say going in a protest or anything. Music has to be there.
What are some traditional art forms in your country?
Traditional art form, I would say one is sculpture making. Second, I would say a painting itself is also traditional because people used to do that. There is something called rangoli. Apart from the two I told you, rangoli is like they take sand-based color and using their hand or some kind of appliances. Sometimes they draw on floor itself. So these are the things. These are the traditional art I remember. I can remember.
Let's move on from art in your country to art education. Do you think children should study art in school?
Definitely. Because see, if you do not study art in school, what can happen is you might not realize the artist in you. And eventually this can lead to your art self to die. So I don't want any person who can be an artist in the future not know or get introduced to this particular field in school. I think yes, every school should have this. In fact, for at least 5 to 6 years, they should teach it in levels.
Okay. How can children benefit from learning about art?
Kids can not just think about career, but about enjoying it. Let's say they are feeling down because of something. They are not feeling well today. They can draw art. Let's say they don't feel like studying. They can draw something. They can create something in anything. Let it be traditional or non-traditional, doesn't matter. So they do not just think about career perspective. Yes, it's always there. In future they can become a great artist. But another part could be they might kill the boredom because of art.
Okay. Do you think the government should provide support for art and cultural activities?
Definitely. And these days government is providing support. Whenever there's any competition, government organizes it. It keeps you safe around it. It has security around you. It increases the prize money so that people are going to that competition and seeing their culture. So via the medium of art, people can get engrossed and get exposed to our culture, which is almost hidden and almost not known to people because of globalization. Everyone is just understanding the world as one, but not letting your kids or your future generation to know your culture could be a crime in a way. So art is helping in that case.
All right. That's all for the test. Thank you so much, Sam.
Thank you.
In order to use this app, you download the app, and I have already downloaded it. So we go inside the Cambly app and there is an option of tutor. So you click on the app tutor and you can see there are a lot of tutors available 24/7. Isn't that great? So I'll just go and pick Dwan F and we'll directly start practicing. So we have to wait for some time till the time tutor joins us.
Hello, how are you?
Hello, I'm good. What's your name?
Dwayne.
Dwayne. Hi, Ash here from India.
Nice to meet you.
So, how was your day so far, Dwayne?
So far, pretty busy, actually.
That means you have been taking a lot of classes.
Yes. It's been pretty steady all day.
How's the weather there?
I'm in the Philippines right now, so the weather is beautiful.
That's
about 25, 30 degrees Celsius.
That's it? That's pretty awesome. In India, it's very cold right now. It's like...
Yeah, I hear.
Yeah, the temperature goes to 1 and 2 at night. So that's really cold.
I always figured India was a lot colder, to be honest with you. Or a lot hotter, I should say.
Yeah, in summers it gets very hot and winters it's very cold.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Dwayne, thank you for your time. Thank you.
No problem.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Have a nice day.
Same to you.